Very fine people. I'm sure you guys have been hearing this a lot lately. This is tied into this whole narrative of Trump saying that neo Nazis were very fine people and he didn't condemn the KKK, neo Nazis, white supremacists. So let's jump right into it. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. So we're going to start off with Joe Biden. The reason being is he brought this up at the DNC, and this is what he said.
It finally wipes out the stain of racism from our national character. I believe we're up to it. I believe we're ready. Just a week ago, yesterday, was the 3rd anniversary of the events in Charlottesville. Close your eyes. Remember what you saw on television. Remember seeing those neo-Nazis and Klansmen and white supremacists coming out of fields with lighted torches, veins bulging, spewing the same anti-Semitic bile heard across Europe in the 30s. Remember the violent clash that ensued.
Okay, I gotta stop it right there. Because first of all, what he's actually talking about was the night before. There were white nationalists that were marching on the University of Virginia, if I'm not mistaken, and they were carrying tiki torches. The other kind of funny part is I don't think he meant to say Europe. I think he was referring to the United States, because what he just said is more in line with what was happening in the United States in the 30s, not Europe.
Between those spreading hate and those with the courage to stand against it. Remember what the president said when asked? He said there were, quote, very fine people on both sides. It was a wake-up call for us as a country, and for me, a call to action.
Okay, so there were very fine people on both sides. I have what Trump actually said. I'm going to pull that up now.
You know what? It's fine. You're changing history, you're changing culture, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists, okay? And the press has treated them absolutely unfairly. Now, in the other group also, you had some fine people, but you also had troublemakers, and you see them come with the black outfits, and with the helmets, and with the baseball bats. You had a lot of bad people in the other group too.
Did that sound like Antifa? He even said, I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis, the white nationalists. He was referring to protesters. There were fine people there. He wasn't referring to the extremists on either side. And that's what the media gives you. And that's what they're still giving you. Because now let's fast forward to the 21st of this month to CNN. And CNN's still on their same, whatever you want to call it. But like I said, this is on August 21st with CNN.
Administration officials, myself included, were astounded that the president embraced some of these radical right-wing elements when he should have condemned them. But we all know now why he embraced them, because these are people who expressed support for President Trump, and he's so drawn to that.
Did he embrace them? No, he did not embrace them. And you know what happened a couple of days after that first speech of Trump that I showed you?
We must love each other, show affection for each other, and unite together in condemnation of hatred, bigotry, and violence. We must rediscover the bonds of love and loyalty that bring us together as Americans. Racism is evil, and those who cause violence in its name are criminals and thugs, including the KKK, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and other hate groups that are repugnant to everything we hold dear as Americans. We are a nation founded on the truth.
If that other video wasn't good enough for you, he had a completely other speech condemning it. Another speech condemning white nationalists, KKK, neo-Nazis, condemning them. But the media is not going to show you that, and go figure, CNN is the one that broadcasted this. They didn't lose it. They have it. This is from their YouTube channel. But no, they're freaking out and they're sticking to this narrative that he's embracing white nationalists, neo-Nazis when you can go look up the videos yourself. He is not. And Biden's playing into the same thing, but he can barely even talk. He condemned the KKK. He condemned white nationalists. What more do you want? You need your news media to actually show you the actual news and what's going on. Instead, they're feeding into this narrative. They're feeding into this fake story, and it's not real, and it's bugging the hell out of me. But once again, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe.